Now we're live.
Good.
And I want to see actual things going on over here. Let's see, make sure. Hopefully I'll see it
Well,
in this chat.
are you live?
I'm live right now.
Okay. Trying to find you.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really slow on this song.
Hmm?
I'm having.
Okay, let's see if that works. No, it did not. Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not.
I'm getting there. Okay.
Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not. Yeah, I'm connected
getting there.
now. Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright. Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not. Yeah, I'm connected
getting there.
now. Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright. Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not. Yeah, this is what what's here. Huh? Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright. That's what I was. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not. Yeah, there we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it.
Nobody's in yet.
Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright. Well, I'm on the right channel. That's what I was. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet or not. Yeah, there we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it.
Nobody's in yet.
Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright. Well, wow. I'm on the right
Yeah.
channel. That's what I was. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's real watching.
Alright, we're watching. Well, I don't know if anybody's there yet. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it.
Nobody's in yet.
Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay. 61,000. There's 1,000. Well, 8. Wow. I'm on the right
Yeah.
channel. Takes a long time. It's a big lag. That's what I was.
It is.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's real watching.
Alright, we're watching.
Everybody else has a big
Well, I
lag.
don't know if it's there. It's gonna be. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it.
Nobody's in yet.
Got nobody in the yard now?
Not yet.
Okay. 61,000. There's 1,000. Well, 8. Wow. I'm on the right
Yeah.
channel. Takes a long time. It's a big lag. That's what I was.
It is.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's real watching.
Alright. As you come in, say hi. Let me know you're in here. Yeah, I appreciate that. There we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it.
Nobody's in yet.
Got nobody in the yard. Anna's here. 61,000. There's 1,000. Well, 8. Wow. I'm on the right channel. Takes a long time. Go ahead. We're waiting for a few more to show up here.
It's real watching.
Alright. As you come in, say hi. Let me know you're in here. Yeah, I appreciate that. There we go. Now I got the chat in it. I can see it. Got nobody. Anna's here. 61,000. That's it right there. Well, 8. Wow. I'm on the right channel. Takes a long. There. There it is now.
Now it's just two
Damn it.
watching.
Well, I call that stopped.
Oh.
Damn it, quit doing that, you son of a bitch. Oh, well, okay. I guess that's the way it's going to be.
All right. One is watching now.
One is watching.
Me.
So I can, huh?
Me.
Yeah, you.
Uh,
So I can't
what
tell what
happened?
I'm doing here. Wait a minute. So I got my background. I can just do the display, and that shows the background. We're not showing. What do you mean?
No. What happened?
Hmm?
We not showing?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one watching.
That's you?
Yeah.
I guess somebody bugged out.
Oh, someone popped in. Hi.
Somebody say something.
Something. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Yay.
I can't tell how many people's in or anything like that. I'm doing everything through OBS right now.
Oh shit, what happened to my... I lost my screen. I lost you. Here we are.
See how many people's in there? Just 2, 3.
3.
Okay. Hey, Tom. Back on it, yeah. I found out what was the problem last night is we kept getting a loop of sound between both computers and the TV. It just started looping so bad that we couldn't get it out. And it just made a mess out of everything. So I got to skip a couple of things that I was wanting to show y'all and everything because it has sound to it. But I'll give you ideas of where it's at and where you can find this information. There's a lot of stuff coming out, the guys, just recently. And if y'all watched, I had a couple of videos I'll put out earlier today about smart dust and about the cloud. And I think they're kind of informative. If y'all ever get a chance to give them a look and give a thumbs up, guys. I do appreciate the interactions, and it kind of makes it my channel, our channel, grow a little bit. And of course, I do kind of want to be popular. What?
Your channel.
Well, as a collective whole group.
Right.
Yeah, because Anyway, I appreciate any kind of interaction and sharing the videos and stuff like that. I got this thing up here at the top that says top fans and it's got a crown on it.
Yeah, I got 1.
And it's a 1, 2, and 3.
Tom has 2.
Yeah.
And Paula has 3 crowns. Cool.
I'm not sure what that is, but I guess it's a number of interactions that y'all create here. Who's this? Oh, this.
3 watching.
Oh, man, okay. Actually, I wish more people get in here. We'll just wait a little bit more. Hopefully, more people show up. I've been trying to get going here a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on, guys. I really got on this thing. I want to talk about the smart dust and stuff. I started talking about this stuff in 2017, 2018, guys, and I was telling everybody it was going through our bodies, coming into our bodies and building structures and replacing our organs and our blood supply, and now it's come out that it was breaking the blood-brain barrier. And a lot of these inoculations that people got in 2020 and 21 carried a lot of these nanoparticles inside of them, these nanobots, and it's smart dust, if you will. And it's kind of laying in there, so people that took this, y'all seen the autopsies of people that had the inoculation, And when they pull out some of their stuff inside of their organs and go into their veins, it's all fibers and stuff like that, like things had just built themselves inside the body. Even when you look at some of these chickens that people are showing where they got like strings in them. Guys, this is nanobots and smart dust that's inside these bodies. It's all manufactured, 3D printed, and all that good stuff like that. And it's nothing real. And this is going on inside of our bodies right now. There's nothing we can do. You can do all the purification methods, the charcoal, the baking soda, and everything like that. But guys, as soon as you take that stuff, when you turn around, you go pick up your remote control, your phone, or you go get a glass of water, you just infected yourself again. And that's the way it works, guys. It's so infused into the system. You have blood clots, yes. This is all because of the nanoparticles that it's putting inside of us. It has nothing really to do with what they called the bacteria or the virus. It was the stuff that it's putting into us. And that's what caused a lot of deaths with people that took this thing, and it didn't go good for them. And I've been talking about this, like I said, guys, I started talking about this in 2017. The first day I went live was October 30th, 2017. And YouTube has taken down my channel several times. This is my 4th channel. It's all because I put up controversial stuff. And, you know, I've been doing it, guys. I don't get nothing out of this. I get popular. That's about it. Got a lot of people, you know, comment and everything. That's all I get out of this. But it's my curious nature that makes me get into this stuff and dig around and find stuff. And I don't really look for it anymore like I used to. It just comes to me. I get inspirations from out of nowhere, and then the truth comes out. And that's what I share with you, what I see, what I've been told, or what I find out. And there's nothing else in there for me except that I get to share it with you, and I get to comment and interact with other people. And that's about it. And so I don't get no monetization. I get no money from nobody except my own self and Anna. And that's it, you know. And it's been the way it has been for the past 8 years. Other channels on here get out here and say subscribe, like, send me some money and stuff like that. I don't do that because information is supposed to be free. I mean, I'd like to make money off this, but YouTube, and it's advertisers to determine that my material is not good enough or not the type of stuff they want their advertising associated with. So it's kind of controversial and things like that. That's just the truth of it, guys. They just don't want to be associated with somebody like me, which has been the story of my life.
Just a little bit.
So, but anyway, I'll share this information. I found out a lot of it comes from inspiration, just thought threads. And the other thing, guys, is it's hard for me to forget information. And I've told people all this for a very long time. Everything you ever seen, tasted, touched, learned, everything that you ever come in contact with in your life is still inside your brain right now. You just got to remember how to access it, and it's right there. And that's the truth of it. You don't forget a damn thing. And so somehow or another, I have the ability to recall a lot of these trivial facts that I learned out through my life, and how it connects into what is going on now. And you know, I'm going to brag a little bit, but it's the truth. A lot of the stuff that I have predicted and talked about has come true. And I would say upward of 80% of the stuff that I have talked about has been the truth, has come out to be true. So, you know, people need to pay the fuck attention. That's it, man. So I don't play around and everything. I don't cut it back a little bit or anything. I'll tell it like it is. So we've got about what, 6 people? All right. They'll come in here a little bit. Everybody's still eating supper and everything like that. And some people ain't got home from work, I guess. So hopefully they'll get caught up. Anyway, like I was talking about yesterday, getting ready to talk about it until we get all the thing is, I was talking about the government and everything. And the moves that Trump has been making to me, he's trying to dissolve the government, or the what stands as the government, including the Constitution of the United States. He's trying to dissolve this by certain steps that he's taken. Again, the aggressive nature of his actions inside the United States and dissolving the different things. What's up, Tennessee Live? Welcome in. But some of the things he's been doing, guys, has been leading us away from what we thought was right. I mean, you know, y'all got to admit, no matter how much you like Trump, some of his things has been really controversial and kind of subject to scrutiny quite a bit. And there's been several things he's said and done. One of the things I do believe is he's dissolving the trust and the reliance on the government. And, we don't trust our government anymore. And now with all this other exposure, this criminal activity and shady actions, we don't have no faith in our government anymore. So basically, single-handedly, not really single-handedly, just come over years, they have dissolved the trust in the government, and this is all planned out. We don't believe in our government. We don't trust our government, and so with this Epstein thing and all this other stuff, guys, these lawsuits against Mr. T and lawsuits against the journalism and lawsuits against this one and that one and everything else like this on the political scene, guys, it's just a bunch of stuff to make us mistrust them even more than what we have. It's coming at this just showing how shady a character these people really are. No matter which side of the aisle you sit or any way you want to look at it, it has showed us that we don't have no trust in the government anymore, no faith. And the reason is because Trump is going to remove the Constitution. He's going to make steps and remove the Constitution as a guideline. He's going to sidestep it one way or another. It doesn't matter. And he will stop all this other stuff, including the Congress and House of Representatives. He's going to dissolve the government, the stuff that we've been relying on the last 250 years. It's going away. Here's so soon. I mean, even look at the new requirements for federal assistance now. Even with your insurance, guys, with that subsidies in insurance, they announced today that people's going to have to pay even more for this now. Even though the ones that are getting the free insurance and stuff, they're going to have to pay for it. They're going to have to show proof of employment or activities looking for employment or charitable, public service. So this is coming across the board about everything that anybody's getting public assistance for just about. It's going to have to show some reason or another. And this is going to help dissolve the government. And it's getting bad. It's getting bad. Y'all mark my word that in this next year, if we make it through it, and I'll be damned if the first person that says that 2026 can't be no worse than 2025, I'll personally come to your damn house and slap you. Okay? What's up, James? You got kicked off?
I did. I had to come back in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being harassed. We are being harassed by the entities that control the internet stuff. We've been getting a lot of waylaid lines and stuff like that recently. It's been crazy. I'm sorry. I got smoke signals. So anyway, So I do see this happening, guys. I mean, we're seeing the dissolvement of the federal government completely. We don't trust the judicial part of the federal government, the legislative, or the executive. There's nothing about there. We don't trust their agents, their FBI, the CIA, any of those. We don't trust any of them. We don't trust any of the people that work in the White House as staff workers. We don't trust anybody that works for the federal government anymore. Isn't that not the truth? Say amen if you believe me. So, with that being the thing, guys, we know it. We see it here in the next year, maybe 2 years. The federal government will be dissolved. Last time something like this almost came to happen, it was 1860 something other, when we had the Civil War. They basically tried to dissolve the federal government then, in a way. But anyway, the other thing that I see, guys, is with these new stipulations coming on with the food stamps and other federal aid, that they're going to be required to work 20 hours a week or volunteer 20 hours a week to whatever and everything like that to get to be able to get federal aid. And that includes food stamp, housing, your electricity paid, your water paid, and gas paid, as well as insurance and hospitalization and everything else, all that other stuff paid, guy, by the federal government. Well, now these people are going to have to go to work 20 hours minimum to get this stuff. And there might be even another stipulation on there that the number of hours you work a week is tied to how much benefits you get. So that's going to happen, guys. That's going to happen. They done announced this straight across the board that that's the way to be. It's going to happen. Now, you, me, and pretty much everybody else out there knows that there's a lot of these people, a large majority of these people will not comply. they will be kicked off the federal assistance and public assistance programs all around. And this is going to create a problem. Of course, it's going to be a criminal problem that rises from this quite a bit. A lot of people might go to jail, but I will say that the law enforcement people will be overwhelmed by the criminal activity that will go on once this starts rolling out and people start losing these benefits. It will be increasingly hard. They'll come bashing your door, your neighbor's door. They'll crash your grocery stores. They'll do anything to survive. Remember, guys, hungry people freak out. They get really panicked. And if they think they're going to lose this, they will do whatever they can to get it. Now, here's the other thing that's going to happen. The federal government's going to see a lot of these people can't afford to keep a house, can't keep food on the table, or provide for their children, etc., etc. All this and everything. So all these people with these children running around, well, guess what? They become wards of the state because the people lost their house. And of course, the United States, humane part of the United States, is not going to allow homeless children to run around the streets, run feral. So they will take them in and put them in foster homes. And we all know what happens to children. It goes into foster homes. They get gone. How's this tied to anything that's going on? Well, when this rolls out, when this starts happening, guys, there's going to be a lot more meat available in the world, not just the United States. And I don't need to go into depth about how this rolls out. You already know this. We've seen it happen with the last virus outbreak. We've seen it happen other times. We've seen it in other countries, China and other places like this, that this happened. Even Venezuela, guys, a few years ago. And I'm going to get about Venezuela here in just a moment. But all this rolled out, guys, and where do you think the people went? They didn't burn them like they said. We already heard stories about them falsifying records about turning people to ash and giving their remains back to people, how they wasn't doing this. And they was actually cutting the corpses up and selling them on the black market for meat. I even told you the other day that there's a website we found out about that. I think it's based out of Mexico that sells human meat on the market. It's not the black web, the dark web, or anything else like this, guys. It's on www.com. You can find out for yourself. And we've been promoting cannibalism across the world as a new source of good meat from all kinds of sources now. So we're seeing a turn towards this, and the market demands a better supply. So where do you think that supply is going to come from? I want to bring y'all something up. What's up, places? I'm going to show y'all something if I can here. I'm like I say, I'm kind of new at doing this stuff right now, so it's kind of taking me a little bit to get everything done here. I want to open up a folder here for you, and I want to show y'all some stuff here. Well, that's not there. I lost it. Son of a gun. Where is it supposed to be? Up here? Son of a biscuit here. I lost it.
What's this?
The stuff I was going to use for the live stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd that go?
It's gone. So I don't know where it went to.
You had them all in there.
Anyway, I lost all my sources I was going to show y'all guys. How about that? That's how it goes anyway.
You lost his background and everything else earlier.
Yeah. Like I say, guys, I'm being messed with. My background keeps getting changed on me. I'm losing files that I've saved, and our typing is being changed constantly to other things than what we type, not only on YouTube, but even in messages, private messages, text messages, as well as Facebook or other things like this, guys. It's been totally a mess with. We're getting a lot of harassment and everything, and it's just getting even worse. So anyway, I had a file up here. I had a bunch of stuff I was going to share with y'all, try to show y'all, and it's nowhere to be found now. So I don't know what the hell happened to it. There it is. I found it. How about that? Okay. So let me close this out right here and move this over here to the side, and I'll get started with this, guys. It's some of the stuff that Trump had made comments about. I want to show it to you and everything like that. What leads me to think that things are not going as we think. Now, Trump had said something earlier in his after his inauguration that kind of made me think. And I want to go ahead and turn this over here, and I'll go ahead and bring this up for y'all to see it. Here we go. See, I learned new tricks today. Now, in February 2025, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a U.S. sovereign wealth fund with the goal of monetizing the asset side of the U.S. balance sheet. This proposal involved potentially using federal land, natural resources, and other government-owned assets to generate returns. The core idea is to create a government-controlled investment fund similar to those in Norway or Singapore, and to invest these various assets and generate wealth for the United States. That was one of his first executive orders, guys. But one of the things we've got to remember, here in just a minute, let me bring this other part up so I can finish up. He's going to get the revenue from the tariffs and use it, monetizing federal assets such as oil, gas, timber, mineral rights on public lands, utilizing existing liquid assets, possibly including the revaluating the gold reserves, and leveraging seized assets such as the government holdings of Bitcoin from criminal activities. Bitcoin is getting ready to go away, guys, and it's all going to go to stablecoin. One of the things that we don't think about is what other assets are they talking about and everything. And guys, right now, remember now, we've been swallowing these nanoparticles, these nanobots in our body. They've been assigned a digital number. Well, guess who owns that digital bot? The government. All right, they have a lease or a patent on this or whatever, some part of money and everything like that. So basically, here's the fundamental idea, guys. If you partake of the substances that these nanobots are on or in or around, including breathing or drinking water or anything else like that, you are agreeing to their terms of service, basically TOS. And that includes harnessing you. You have become property of whoever owns that chip, that nanobot inside your body. You belong to them now. You are not a separate entity. Oh, yeah, well, I brought that back up.
Okay.
I need to switch. I'm sorry. There we go. I got spaced out, guys. This is what happens when I smoke a lot of weed. But anyway, guys, that's what's going to happen and everything like that, is they have digitized and monetized every asset, which includes every living human being in the United States. Why do you think Trump wanted to pay people to start having children more? Because that becomes an asset. Remember your birth certificate? That number they said is a private bank account or a private account for you and you got a lot of money in it? Trump just took it. Trump just took it. You're an asset. Okay? Just like your bank account is an asset of the bank. You're an asset of the U.S. government. So, that's kind of crazy, guys. Just things to think about. I want to talk about something else here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to roll through this. How many of you around have noticed that the Catholic or other churches, especially the Catholic churches, are starting to close facilities? They're starting to close other churches, consolidating services. And this has been going on. This is a trend that's going on across the United States right now that this is happening. I'll show you a couple things here. And let me drop this down out of the way. Here we go. Catholic churches are closing properties across the United States due to factors like declining attendance, a shortage of priests, and financial difficulties. These closures are part of a right-sizing effort to consolidate parishes and address issues like underused buildings and ongoing scandals. The closed properties will be repurposed or sold with potential uses including affordable housing, daycare centers, other community-focused services, and the process can take years. Now, I told you that this is going to be tied in to what Trump is doing about cutting off the food stamp stuff for a lot of people that don't get them. They're supposed to get them. Here's another article. I'll let you go ahead and look at it a little bit. The reasons for closing is declining membership, financial strain. It's getting to cost a lot more money, the insurance and everything going up. There's a clergy shortage and the right sizings. Dioceses are merging or closing parishes to align their resources with current needs and a smaller number of active members. The Catholic Church is losing people. People are bailing on the Catholic Church because recently, and over the past few years, guys, another thing that we're losing faith in or belief in is our clergy and our churches. And it's not just in Catholic, guys. It's in all major religions around the world. That people are pulling away from the religious doctrine and all the crazy stuff that they tell us that isn't the truth. People are pulling away from that and looking for a more spiritual truth than what is being offered by the fundamental few. Previous scandals is part of also the problem and everything like that. And they're going to repurpose a lot of these, and they're also going to sell them, and they might even lose them to sheriff's auctions. You know, y'all heard of that happening too and everything. So this is a thing that's going to happen. So we've got to be aware of these things, guys. There's a lot of changes coming on and everything, and churches is one of them. Whoever thought in their mind that churches will start closing businesses, closing doors because there's not enough people. What's up? Don't look yet. Whew. A lot of people showing in. How many people in here now?
It says 6.
6. Dang it. If y'all watching, please say hello. I would appreciate that. It really kind of warms my heart, if you will. And that way we know you're here. So, guys, that's some of the stuff that's been going on recently and everything like that we need to talk about. The other thing about Donald Trump I want to talk about, guys, and his ties with Israel and Netanyahu. And I've mentioned before that they're making plans to make the United States the new Israel. We're seeing right now the third temple being built next to the White House, and the underground bunkers that's going to go with it, like they have in Israel for the political or the leaders. This is going to be another place. This is going to be the third temple in the United States. And I told y'all before that they're making steps to this. And I wish I could, but I can't play the videos from Netanyahu talking about his moves and his ideas to moving in and running, taking over the United States. They're out there, guys, and I can't play them because of the feedback problem right now. I haven't figured out how to get around it yet. But they are there. And that's something that we need to be aware of, guys. The United States has passed laws that talking anti-Israeli, anti-Jew, anti-Netanyahu, well, that's considered a hate crime now. In fact, they have gone ahead and called the Israeli, a separate race from the rest of people. They're a separate race now. And I find it kind of odd knowing the beginnings of Israel is actually from the slaves that escaped Egypt. And these slaves that escaped Egypt, even though a lot of them was Hebrew, there was a lot of them that was black. There was some of them that was yellow, Asian. There was some of them that was brown, and there was some of them that was white. And yeah, so the true Israelis that we're seeing now are a mixed breed of people. And you can bet on that. And they want to call themselves a new race. They're mongrels, if you ask me. But anyway, that's enough about that. So, another thing I want to tell you about is, this is getting kind of bad, guys, that Hexeth, the Secretary of War, has come out and said that, let me go ahead and switch this over here. Just give me a second. I'm getting better at this, guys. I'll sign hotkeys to make this a little bit easier for me to do this. But Hexeth has come out and said that he wants to start moving industries into a wartime effort was a central theme of recent remarks by the current Secretary of War. This is part of the contemporary plan to reform the defense acquisition and production. New strategy November 25 transformed the warfighting acquisition system aimed at pivoting the Pentagon and the U.S. industrial base to a wartime footing. What? Yeah, guys, we are going to war. This right here tells us right here we are getting ready to go to war. Everything's being geared towards war effort. This happened again, guys, in 1943 or 44, on into 1945 when we entered World War II. This is the same thing that the previous Secretary of War at that time did. Same thing. He went ahead and pushed industry into wartime efforts, making bombs and bullets and weapons and things like that. Here's another one right here that we got. This is a modern initiative. Historically, the large-scale conversion of U.S. industries for war productions occurred during the World War II, overseen by Secretary of War Henry Stimson, and agencies like the War Production Board, instrumental in managing the expansion of the military and the redirection of 1/3 of the nation's GDP to the war effort. So, again, what was Trump's sovereign fund going to be for? Is it for this new wartime effort that's getting ready to happen? Well, I do believe that's what we're going to see next, guys. And, gosh, mighty guys, I wish I could bring out more about what's going on. Let me go back to my notes, guys. I do have some notes here. I've been trying to keep up with them. Secretary of War. I want to talk about something right now, guys, and this is kind of big about Venezuela. Yeah. We've been at odds with Venezuela for a very long time, guys, and they're wanting to oust Maduro again, kick him out, overthrow him, and everything, put in a new government like they've done in a lot of other places. Of course, it would be a puppet government. This is not the first time, nor the second time, nor the third time, and I think it's the fourth time that they have tried to do this with Maduro in Venezuela, guys. And it's been going on for a number of years and everything. I do remember about it before Trump got into office the first time that I was hearing about it then. So this has been going on, guys, for a number of years. And I want to tell people about this. One of the times I did find about it, they destroyed the economy of Venezuela. The United States and the Western Alliance destroyed the economy of Venezuela. They blockaded them, wouldn't allow supplies, food, or anything in or out of Venezuela. People died. They ate their pets. They ate the animals in the zoo. People turned to cannibalism. They burned piles of money in the streets because it was worthless. The economy, the whole thing collapsed. And they all knew the reason why. It wasn't because their president wanted to stand strong and keep their nation sovereign. It's because of what the United States and the Western Alliance was doing to these people. Guys, these people turned to cannibalism to survive because of the United States. So we're down there again saying that he's a bad president and he needs to be replaced. Let me tell you one thing, guys. I knew somebody that lived in Venezuela, and I knew them fairly enough to trust their word because of the people they worked for before. I trust their word implicitly, without a doubt. And they told me point blank that everything the United States has done and other countries has done to conquer, overthrow Venezuela and get rid of Maduro has just pushed them to love that man even more. Because for the last 20 years or more, he has kept the Western Alliance out of their country and not allowed them to be influenced or taken over like the other puppet countries in South America like Colombia and Brazil. They stopped it. Panama is another one. They stopped these Western countries from coming in and taking over their country like they did these others. Letting these Western businesses come in and ruin their ecology and steal their minerals while leaving them poor in the dirt like they have done in other places. They stopped them from doing that. So because of this, we blamed them, told them that he's a bad leader. It's because he won't let us in the damn door. All right? He learned his lesson. He watched what the United States has done around the world and what they've done with their businesses and all this other promises. And they raped the country and killed the people. He told them, no, you're not welcome in my house. So we made him out to be a bad guy. And the truth is, guys, he's repeatedly, after one effort after another, brought his country back from ruin that was pushed on him by the Western United States, while the Western world, all the ruin that has been put on his country by their influence, he has brought them back historically over and over again, several times more, to bring his country back up to a power that they are now. So, who's in the wrong in this? I'm going to tell you what the United States is after, guys. It is to replace Maduro, but it's not mostly because of their minerals. They do have a lot of gold, oil, and other minerals that we need, that we want. But that's not it. It's because it's a strategic location. I want to try to find y'all a map here, if I can find it real quick. I want to show y'all something. And I said that Trump was trying to control all of North America and most of South America, all the way down to Brazil and other countries. And I found a map that has been followed by the Project 2030. What's up, Dean? Project 2030, and it's followed too by this new political party that I'm getting ready to talk about. It's a new, but not so new. So if y'all just give me a minute here, let me pop this up for you and let y'all see it and everything. Let me drop this down here, and there we go. This is what they're going to talk about, guys, right here. This map right here. Bring it into you right here. And I said what Donald Trump was wanting to do is control all of North America, all the way up here, all the way down to the top portion of South America. Make America great. This is all of America. This is what they're wanting to do right here. This includes Venezuela, Panama, Brazil, all these others right through here, even down into Argentina. So guys, I wasn't too far off back in February of this year telling everybody that's what he's going to do. And it seems like, again, I was right about it. So I hate to gloat. I don't hate to gloat, but when you're freaking right, you're freaking right. And I've been right so many damn times, it's not funny anymore. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Venezuela is not the problem, guys. It's us inaccessibility of Venezuela. In fact, because of the United States and other Western countries' influence or effect on Venezuela, they have turned away from them and gone to other countries like Russia, China, Iran, and even Pakistan, guys, other countries, even Africa, to do trade and deals with. So, and that pissed off the United States because we wanted what they have. We want in that country. We want the strategic location. I've told you a few weeks ago, guys, that I found through watching other videos, another guy's video about these bases that was being built in there. And these bases are the Korean, Chinese, Iranian, and Russian bases. They're underground bunkers, they're underground hangars, underground missile launch bases inside of Venezuela, and some of the barrier islands of Venezuela are there and ready to strike the United States. So, all this hubbub about Venezuela being the bad person, all this stuff about narcotic operations going on there, is a bunch of lies, guys, because Maduro does not like these guys. Okay, he has executed thousands of drug dealers in his country, guys. So why do you think he is involved in narco traffic? He's been killing them. He's been imprisoning them left and right. He even sent them to the United States to get rid of them. Okay, he don't like them. He wouldn't use them. And he wouldn't allow China or Russia or any of these other countries to do this in his country or off his shores. So this is not about drugs or drug cartels or anything else like that, guys. It's about Russia, China, Iran, North Korea being there in Venezuela as a strategic location that threatens the United States. So, yeah, since we started fucking with Russia, encroaching in on their property, their area, near them, we did the same thing with China. Well, guess what? They turned the tables on us, and they're in our back door right now, making us a little nervous, making us a little trigger happy. What comes around goes around, guys. And I'm not saying this is nice or anything like that, but fair play is fair play, right? And we're getting our ass handed to us right now. What we have done to other countries is being done to us right now. Maduro is not the bad guy. There's other people that are the bad people in this, and it is not Maduro. Think about it, guys. That is the truth right there. Like I say, I knew somebody in Venezuela, and they told me for a fact that people worship the man. So, it's not him. That's the problem. Okay, I'm going to get into some numbers, guys. Okay, here's another little thing. Let me see if I can get it right here. I told y'all that with this new food stamp thing, there's going to be a lot of big people that's going to be put off the food stamp, and a lot of people will lose their children. And we know what happens to the children when the state takes them, stuff like that. I'm not going to go through it again, but that's the truth. We do know this, that they are turned into Happy Meals. We know about the underground birthing bunkers. These human trafficking isn't just for enslavement or cutting them open and retrieving their organs. They're impregnating them and creating more babies to feed the food supply. It's pretty much it. That's it right there, guys. And of course, sacrifices and blood and all that stuff, adrenochrome. Did y'all know that since Mr. T has taken over, in 2024, the average annual income of each person, not household, but each person, was around $85,000 a year. Now, this is average. It doesn't mean you, me, or anybody else. But on average, across the nation, the average income was $85,000 a year. Take a guess what it is right now. I'll give y'all a moment right now to take it. What's up, Michael? So, that's 85 million, guys, a year. Y'all take a guess and let me know what you think it is now in 2025. How much has it risen? How much has it fallen? Has it stayed the same? Y'all kind of let me know what you think. Y'all be surprised about it. Go ahead and give you some of the numbers here. Since the beginning of the year, the national debt has risen $15 trillion from what it was the previous year at the same time. $15 trillion. It has risen, but we're bringing in more money with the tariffs. We're reducing programs, reducing employment at the White House and other stuff, cutting all the stuff. But yet we're still spending $15 trillion more a year so far. This was earlier this year. Found to eat pizza again. Wow. The taxes being paid, programs cut, and everything like that. In fact, guys, since July, this is just since July, our debt has risen another, let me see here, $2 trillion since July. So we're right around $17 trillion more in debt than we was in December 31st of last year, or January 19th of last year, the beginning of the year. Excuse me, guys, we've got somebody at the door. Give me a break. I'll be right back. Okay, never mind.
I'm so sorry. I opened the door and it went off.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, guys, guess how much average income is now per year per person? You've got a few more moments on that. Debt is a reason for slavery. 1 trillion every 100 days. I'll believe it, Dean. That's about right. Right now, guys, as it stands, the average income across the nation has dropped $19,000 a year. It has dropped $19,000 a year. The average income now is $66,000 a year. Whereas last year at the same time, it was $85,000 a year. These are some awakening numbers, guys, that we need to realize actually is real numbers that's put out there that they're keeping from us. You got to dig around and kick the dust up a little bit to find these things. But these are real numbers, guys. Just like Dean said, 1 trillion every 100 days. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if we're bringing in all this money from the tariffs, taxes are still rolling in, programs are being cut, money being cut here. Doge was cutting and slashing money, millions and billions of dollars every other day in the first year. But yet we're still rising in debt, 17 trillion. Something's not adding up, guys. These numbers aren't working out right. Something's going on here with the money. Is Trump pocketing it, put it in to finance his recovery? After his election, he was out of office, guys. He was sued by everybody and their brother. No notice. Uh-oh. What's up, Buckeye? I'm sorry you didn't get a notice. Yeah, guys, these are some real fact numbers that we need to pay attention because we know we're in real trouble right now. We're insolvent. Okay? Again, every asset has been assigned a value. And each asset includes you, me, your dog, Bo, and your cat, Fluffy. It has an asset number assigned to it, a value assigned to it. You're a part of the assets that Trump is marketing to bring money into the United States. You don't have a blue dress, do you? I need to give you a blue dress. No?
Oh, no, I don't have one.
Okay, let me give you a blue dress here.
Give me a green one.
Oh. They don't allow it. They just give you blue.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're blue. I do find that kind of alarming. Yeah, let's see. Guys, I want to tell you something right now. This stuff with Epstein is a bunch...
I'm not blue.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. What happened? Where's my blue dress? Am I blue?
There we go. It should be now.
I'm not blue.
No. And as moderator.
All right. Wow. I mean, that's okay.
There it is. I got it.
You did?
Yeah, I got it fixed. Okay.
Huh.
Hold your breath. Yeah, hold your breath. She's going to be a Smurf now. Wait, where was I? Yeah, this money ain't adding up, guys. This stuff about Epstein, all this other stuff, guys, a lot of this other stuff is coming out to be a bunch of nothing burger as before. They're going to even send out not only the redacted files that they had before, but they're also going to eliminate any names that's under federal investigation or part of an investigation of some kind or another, that these names and information about these persons are going to be withheld. So again, the Epstein files, again, is a nothing burger, a big distraction. A lot of your Sky stuff, guys, is part of distraction also. And I don't know what it's going to. I do have some ideas. One of them is about the 3-Eye Atlas thing, but also it's about the takeover of the government, guys. It's the throwing away of the government, the dissolvement of not only the government of the United States, but around the world. We're all going to a one world order. And the thing of it all, guys, is that we thought it was going to be a NWO type new order, but it's coming out to be a little bit different than what I think it will be. I happened upon something. Let me go ahead and pop it up here a little bit. Let me do this right here and get this out of the way. And I'll bring up you some stuff here about the new political party. It's not really new. It's been around for a number of years since we entered into a modern age. It's called the Technocratic Society. And here's an earlier Franciscan image, or what they call it. It's a technology of the world. It's a new technocracy of the world. It's a technology take over the world. Y'all seen these people, these AI people, Theo and others like this, getting to where they're having military officer grade, shit, I can't even talk, becoming officers in the military, and majors and colonels and stuff, and they have no experience. That's kind of crazy. Here we got other papers talking about the technocrats coming out of the world. 1933, $20,000 a year income for every family. Doesn't that sound a lot like your basic income that they was talking about a few years back? So yeah, guys, this stuff is here. This is going to be real. Technocracy, a social movement for a new America. There's on a matchbook in the 40s. Another matchbook. America now and forever. Technocracy. Technocracy plays America to win. This has been around since the 30s, guys, and they're starting to take hold. Here is the book about science versus chaos. Remember, order out of chaos. Who subscribes to that? Well, we already know that. And there's been a bunch of literature put out about this, guys, throughout the world. You can look it up yourself. Here's a number of books right here we can look at right here. All these pamphlets and leaflets that they made and created to recognize the importance or the emergence and the domination of the technocratic world. Technocracy, not democracy, but technocracy. And here's how it would kind of lay out. They say it's Soviet of technicians, but this is the way it would lay out. And you have an executive council, an advisory council, and the resources and stuff like that, guys. They already got laid out how they're doing it. So what do you think these people, what?
You have Mike who's talking to you. Places in Mike will ask the question.
Well, I can't see it right now.
Oh.
I don't have that up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Administration chart of the North American Technocracy Board. And it's already sitting here, guys. It's already in place. We already see these branches being formed right now before our eyes in the government now. Everything laid out all the way through here. And you can see these right here for yourself. If y'all want to, y'all can come back and freeze this and take a screenshot. And of course, and I always encourage you to do that. And other things like the education, public health, and stuff like that. Kind of the way they're doing things now. They have been doing things for a while. Here's the next picture, guys. This is the one I showed you earlier about what Donald Trump wanted to make America great again. And this right here lays it out. From Greenland to Alaska to Venezuela, Brazil, and Colombia. Gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm having brain farts. I can't think right now. Anyway, here's some more charts to tell you about how it's going to lay out and how it will be effective it is. And the physical trend of the shape of America's destiny, telling us how the technocracy will take over eventually, and the bureaucracy will fall to the side and away. It's coming, guys. You already see the emergence of these tech giants moving into the White House, moving into the military government. Here's a ID badge of one that somehow or another got out. Some more charts about it pop up here, right here. Here's the calendar. They have a calendar already formed, guys. A new calendar, a new system of calendars. Technocracy Incorporated meets every Monday evening, basement of public library. This is something back in the day, guys. The official symbol of the technocracy movement, Technocracy Incorporated. And there you have it, guys. This is what we're moving to. This is what we're going to have coming out of the new world order, is what it will be. What do you mean? About the cheating back? Anyway, I just started learning new stuff about this OSB program, and I'm kind of having fun with it. Epstein is a smokescreen. You're right. To cover the economy, I think it's more than that, because, guys, everybody, that's somebody, is involved. I mean, Diddy is just another branch of this. The guy that runs Virgin Rockets and Virgin Mobile He's got another branch of the same thing. And yes, Epstein was a Mossad agent. Yeah, I would believe that because he had to move to South Africa, and then Musk, to escape being elected or being drafted into the military, he draft dodged it and moved to Canada to avoid being drafted. He's a draft dodger. He's no more than any other draft dodger that we've heard about around the world. People forget about him. There they are, my cigarettes. Oh, this channel back. No. This channel I've had since 2020?
23.
No.
22.
Was it 20?
22.
Was it 22?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
22.
Yeah.
I've had, this is my fourth channel, guys. Each one of them gets taken down by YouTube or somebody like that because I post content that goes against their what they like, and it's what they keep telling us.
You're butchering up here. Your background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that
There,
I see
okay.
you. Okay.
I'm not used to doing this yet, switching from scene to scene, guys, so I'm getting used to it. Our Constitution is in trouble. You're daggone right, it is in trouble. It's going to go away. And I said this a long time ago. Anything that they write down on a piece of paper is just worth the piece of paper it's written on. Unless the people that's behind it's willing to stand up behind it, then it's worthless. We learned this with contracts from the employees and unions and other places, and it's no different than any other contract that's written down on a piece of paper. As soon as you tear that piece of paper up, that bond, that authority of that piece of paper is gone. And the Constitution is just another piece of paper. And like I say, anything given can be taken away. Well, thank you, Michael. I'm glad. Well, thank you. We are better off feeding ourselves. That's true. Dang on right, guys. So like things say, things are getting ready to change for the drastic. Trump might be installing himself as a sovereign leader of the nation. He can't come out and call himself king because all these lefties will be triggered and a lot of righties will be triggered too. So he'll have to come out with some other kind of term that doesn't include dictator or supreme leader, overlord of all I see, or anything else like that. It had to be some other kind of name, like a sovereign leader or leader through the difficult times, which y'all know these difficult times never end. So whatever he comes out and calls himself, well, he's there until he ain't there. One other thing, and I noticed about Trump the other day, guys, and excuse me, I'm burping a little bit. If y'all go in, when he's walking between one place and another, like to the helicopter and back to the White House or the East Wing or whatever, you'll notice that Trump is wearing braces on both feet, both legs. Anna spotted this out, and we went back and watched it, zoomed in and everything. Yes, Donald Trump has got some kind of pump that he wears on his waist, I do believe, and also he's wearing braces on his legs as he's walking. Y'all can go ahead and check this out. Anytime you see him walking from the helicopter to the White House, zoom in, take a screenshot or whatever, what do you want, and zoom in and see if you don't see his stiff marching, lifting the legs up like someone that's got braces or marching and everything that does. And if you zoom in down at the bottom towards his feet, you'll see the telltale sign of a brace being there.
He wears long pants sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes when he wears short pants,
Mm-hmm.
you can
You just tell by the cuff and everything, and you see it.
Looks like he has an ankle bracelet.
So here's another little interesting fact, guys, about the money and how the things roll out. There's about 135 million people in the United States that's working full time. They tell us the population of the United States is around 340 to 350 million people. So less than half of them is working full time. Now, out of another 29% of the world's United States population is working part time. So that's how many people is working, guys. That estimates around 98 million people. So we've got 135, another 98 that is supporting the rest of the nation. And out of the 350 million people, only about 210 million is working, which means the other 140 million is living off the government. All right? That's a big number, guys. 200 million people supporting the other 150 million people. I'm rounding down, rounding up to make it easier to work with, guys. So you can run the numbers yourself and everything. But here's the thing. Out of the 29 million people, or 29%, the 98 million people that's working part-time, a large percentage of them is getting government assistance anyway, whether it was with food stamps, housing, the paying electrical bills or other utility bills, telephone, insurance discounts, or something else like that. 95%, 98%, 90% of these people are getting government assistance. Out of the 135 million people that is working full-time, there's a percentage of them, a small percentage, maybe 10 or 12%, that is also getting government assistance in one thing or another, whether it's in housing, utilities, insurance, or even food stamps, guys, because they don't make the minimum. They work, make so little. So that's a lot of people that's living off the government, guys. Okay? A lot of people living off the government. Out of the 135 million, that means about 1.3 million is getting government assistance. Of the 98 million people that's working part-time, about 85 million of them is getting public assistance also. And then we still had the other 120 million, 130 million that doesn't work, doesn't contribute, but receives payments of some kind full-time. That's a lot of people, guys, living off the government right now. You need to think about this. How many people is this? How many people is living on this government? So what that gets down to about, guys, is about the conservative number, about 35 to just under 40% of the population of the United States is supporting the other 60 some odd percent of the population. We don't see these numbers. They don't tell these numbers right here in front of us. They dodge them around with this number and that number and everything else like that, misleading us. But if you go down and start checking the numbers, guys, this is the way it lays out. 40%, less than 40% of the population in the United States is supporting the other 60%. This is not counting the people that's undocumented. The people that are here without legal status, is what we'll put it, or whatever you want to call it. But they're also getting monies. They're also getting support from the federal government. And that number is estimated, guys, that will kick us up close to 400 million people in this country. And 60% or more is being supported by government subsidies or funding. We have become a nanny state. This is why Trump wants to get a lot of people off this stuff and everything like that. But that's a large portion of our monies going out to these public assistance programs, and it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. So that's real numbers, guys, that we got to look at right there. Musk come out the other day that said within 10 years, maybe a little bit longer, all forms of currency will be gone, and people will only work if work will be optional if they really want to. The robot infusion will be so bad, and AI will be so much and everything that people won't be required to work. They'll get a basic income, kind of like his dad was talking about when he got run out of Canada years and years ago. This universal basic income, guys, if you think back several years ago, about 6 years ago, that was the word on the street that they was going to push everybody into. It's tried out in a few countries. It's tried out in a few places in the United States. And that was the end of all we heard about. We don't know what the results of the test were. But as we said, the technocracy is coming on board. Musk's father was all aboard about the universal basic income. And we see the technocracy influence on the government now which will do away with the Constitution and take over will be a new technocracy, not bureaucracy, and not a democracy or a republic, will be a technocratic state. And you will receive a basic universal income. You will not have to work, but it'd be nice if you did. But artificial intelligence and robots was going to take over. Musk even came out and said this, guys, even talking about his own robots, not only his, but those around the world. He said that there is no practical, usable robot available right now. There is not one that's practical right now to invite into your home to fold your laundry or do your dishes. He said that's not here yet, but soon it will be. So Trump's father, I didn't know this, was all about the technocracy thing. Musk's father was all about technocracy. Musk is here running Tesla and all these others. No, they didn't. You're right, Dean Hill. They'll let people die in. Guys, there's a go. Okay, point blanky. What's coming down the pipeline? It might not be here in 2 years or 5 years, but soon. A lot of people is going to die in this United States. There's going to be a major die-off one way or the other. And y'all need to come to terms with knowing that this is going to happen. Who will be affected, I don't know, but it's going to happen. There's going to be a massive die-off. Remember the FEMA coffins? Remember the FEMA guillotines? Remember the Anna and I, guys, I want to show y'all some videos. I got some videos that when Anna and I used to travel. I'm going to show you pictures of these portable gas chambers that they got. We saw them, guys, on the back of these fucking trucks traveling down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we sure did.
Holding chambers, holding pods. It's getting weird. It's getting weird out there. So, guys, that's coming. That is coming. All forms of cash exchange will be gone. You have the mark of the beast on you somewhere, most likely what they want to call it. So that's going to happen, guys. And pretty soon, it's going to go. One of the things I want to talk about again, guys, and I'm going to go off the collar because I've been wanting to talk about this, is it's one of the last things I have on here. It's about the erasure of people. Recently, Anna and I was looking around. We found some stuff, guys, that now they can create an ovum, or whatever you're going to call it, a human cell. I don't know, a zygote. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. They can create a zygote now, an infant, if you will, with 2 male sperm cells. They don't need a female cell, a female egg anymore to create a baby. Yes, guys, that is the truth. There's some weirdos in another country doing weird stuff with weird things. Has shown that they can produce a baby, a zygote, or whatever you want to call it, with 2 male sperm cells. As you know, that the male sperm, or the male sperm cells, has an X and a Y. X is female, Y is male. X is dominant. Female has double X genes, okay, or genetic makeup, whatever you want to call it. So they can take the X out of the male and pair it with another Y and create a baby. That's kind of cool. That's kind of weird, guys. That's bad. But y'all know they do have artificial wombs to grow these babies, these zygotes in. After the fertilized egg has been produced, they can put it in these artificial wombs and grow them to full term. That's the truth, guys. Y'all heard about these years ago. They was talking about these artificial wombs that you can watch your baby being grown in your living room or what have you. That was the thing that was out a few years ago. So now they have the stuff that they can put in it without a female egg involved. Yeah, you're right, Dean. This is gross. This is getting weird. So, where this is leading to, guys, that these created genes, X and Y, as they're creating, they can manipulate the genetic code. They can add things, subtract things. They can add bionics into these people. Y'all know the Borg, as they call them, the digital implants already inside of them. and they will be born with this already in them. Ready. They don't need jack ports inside their head. They'll be born with these receivers already inside them. Their genetic makeup will be accepting all this stuff. And they'll be born, get this guys, here's the thing that kicks it. These new type of people, these new type of humans will be naturally born because they came from a womb. They've grown in a womb, and they will be considered naturally born, and they will be considered citizens. The Borg, guys, synthetic humans, created humans with built-in receivers and transceivers already. And that's where we're going, guys. We'll be there in just a few years. It'll be another couple of years before they announce that they can have one that will grow to full term. And that's where it's going. Y'all want to check this stuff out. I mean, you can fact check me out if you want to and everything like that. I used to not show stuff. I'm getting around where I can start showing things a little bit more. I think it's pretty cool. I'm discovering more I can do with this program. So, like I said, guys, they don't need a female. They don't need a natural womb. They've already got one created. Like Sophie. Well, Sophie's already been given citizenship or status in Iraq, I think it is, maybe Dubai, Kuwait, who knows, one of those countries, but not too many other countries where everybody knows that it's a robot, and it won't go too far, but it's an introduction to what's going to come down the pipeline. You're right, no soul, no feelings, no emotions. I think India has a prime minister or cabinet member that is artificial intelligence. Maybe it's Bangladesh or one of the others. But they have an artificial intelligence that creates an image, and it talks to the people and tell them what to do. Artificial intelligence, guys. Y'all know this. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about 3i Atlas right here, and we're going to go ahead and wind up right now. 3i Atlas, guys. A few weeks ago, I said that this is possibly Voyager 1 or 2, or maybe both of them, returning. Yes, you better pay Texas. It's returning. And that's why it's all doing all these weird things. It looks like it has these different movements. It's been taken over by artificial intelligence or alien intelligence. And what gives me this thought, guys, again, is I go back to the movie, the Star Trek, the motion picture, when they recovered Voyager 6 or 7, whichever one it was, or they found it, and an alien presence has taken over it, and it was heading on its way back to Earth with its alien technologies, alien knowledge, and it was heading its way. So, I've been said this, guys, several weeks ago, maybe shortly after they started talking about this, maybe in August, I think it was, I said something about this being Voyager 1 or 2 coming back. Well, one of the more respected members that truthers, if you want to call him that, truthers on YouTube, Dave Hodges, and some of you have heard about him and everything like that, on the Common Sense show. I've had conversations with him a few times before in the past about different things. But one of the things he's come out and said that he thinks his research has told him, and usually he's pretty spot on about his research, what he comes up with. What he has found out that this is a possibility, Voyager returning with an alien presence aboard or alien takeover of the craft. Which is something I said, guys, 2 or 3 months ago. You're right, Dean V'ger. Mm-hmm. So, I do believe this is what's going on, guys. This is what we see, this erratic movements, the lights, even showing up as Ezekiel's wheel or a Dyson spear, as we've seen recently. Yeah, guys, this is what I think it is. And Dave Hodges, of all people, I've got some things to say about him sometimes, but Dave Hodges, of all people, one of the more respected people of YouTube, truthers on YouTube, has started to say the same thing. Odd how these things work out. and it's not the first time that he and I has come up with the same point. Usually it was with me coming up with the same idea first. Not saying anything else about it. Did y'all know the name Avi Loeb? You know, the guy's been on TV and on YouTube and all the other media platforms and everything talking about 3i Atlas. Avi Loeb. Did y'all kind of notice he looks a little bit like Fauci? Fauci. Remember Fauci, the COVID or the virus guy that told us trust the science? Trust the science. He said, follow the science, trust the science, guys. Y'all remember that? He told us to do that. And y'all kind of notice that this Avi Loeb looks a little bit like him. I'm not going to go and say he looks exactly, but it's kind of odd. But do you know what Avi Loeb means in Hebrew? Avi, which is short for Abraham, means father. Loeb in Hebrew means lion. Father lion. Father lying. Lying. Father lying.
Lying is a liar. Father of lies.
Father of lies. Exactly. All right. He's also Jewish. So can't say too much more anymore about that subject right there without not getting into a lot of trouble now, guys. But he is Jewish. So was what's his name? Fauci. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Boom is right. So y'all go ahead and believe him. You tell your friends to go ahead and believe him, but let them know who the hell he really is. The father of lies. Y'all heard it first from here. And here. So I wanted to give y'all that. But anyway, guys, I do believe it is Voyager. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain now, more than ever, that it is. And so y'all take it for what you want to. Y'all could check into it and everything like that and see what you come up. You're right. What was it? Heard of that? Heard about that, about Voyager, yeah. So everything, guys, is coming around again, as we always know they do. And what was this? I heard something else here about it and everything I wanted to share again. Let me go through my notes, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of people with dual citizenship in D.C., and that makes it kind of sketchy in itself. Whose side are we really on? Right. We're doing away with cryptocurrency. We're doing away with your dollar bills and your nickels and dimes. We already did away with pennies. Guys, everybody's going to transfer over to a stable coin, which is a form of cryptocurrency. But like I said earlier, anybody that they seem as a criminal, they will seize your assets, including your digital currency, bitcoins and others, and that will go into a sovereign fund. So when they transfer over to a stable coin, if you don't do it like they say immediately, guess what? Your cryptocurrency, or whatever investment you got in cryptocurrency, is going to be seized because you're a criminal. Think about this, guys. All these things are coming out and everything like that. You'll see them as I talk, as I tell you that this was happening. But it's the truth. And that's about it, guys. That's about all I got. And that wasn't so bad. I think I had something else I was going to show y'all here on. Let me see if there's some other kind of little doohickeys I want to show you. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about 6-7 for a minute, okay? That's something that's been on everybody's mind for the past who knows how long. Y'all know that? Everybody has been talking about 6-7. Ann and I looked into it. At first we thought about was 6 was the righteousness of Christ. 7 was the righteousness of Christ. And 6 was the devil's on everything. So we had 6 and 7. We thought it was about balance. Well, I looked into it a little bit more, trying to get an idea about it and everything like that. And it just happened to it again, guys. This stuff comes to me, and it just happened upon it and everything, or figured out, whatever you want to call it and everything like that. Let me go ahead and do this, and we'll go to display so you can see what I got up here. All right. I did a check and found out historically there's been a shit ton of movies out there that mentioned 6-7, and you'll be surprising at the titles of these movies and TV shows. Oh, here's one of the things is the House of Representatives voted overwhelmingly to release the Jeffrey Epstein files with a final total of 427 to 1. 4 plus 2 equals 6. And then we have 7. 6, 7. Right there in our faces, guys. 6, 7 in our face. That was bad enough. So that was in. So I went back and checked what movies had 6, 7 in it as a code or some other thing. We had the movie Interstellar. 6, 7, the movie. TV show Stranger Things and Peaky Blinders. Well, there's more, believe it or not. There's a lot more. Oh, this is the one I just showed you. I'm sorry. Here's the movie The Goonies. I didn't give you the whole thing right here, guys, because of copyright stuff, but The Goonies. Another one next to it that had 6, 7 in it. You guys review it, or you can find out for yourself, look it up, but it is mentioned. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Again, guys. The Karate Kid. Stand By Me. Annie. Rocko's Modern Life. Static Clean. The Magic School Bus even, guys. All these movies, TV shows, had the number 6, 7 in it. So it kind of leads me to thinking everything. Guys, 6 plus 7 is 13. And we already know that is a sign of a witch's coven, correct? It's 13 people is the witch's coven. It's like, what? Ask, but I don't know what that is, Buckeye. I can't even pronounce it.
See if I can look it up.
Yeah, you figured it out. You report back to me. But guys, that's a lot of the stuff right there I've been pondering on. And like I say, I uploaded 2 videos earlier today. Maybe I can stick them in here somewhere. Anna, once you get a chance, you can go find them and put a link up to them. "13th next month. Happy Sagittarian." I have a relative, their birthday is on the 12th of December. Anna's looking it up the word. Wayne's World.
Spencer says what? Spencer says what?
Spencer says what? Shit. So, we got a lot of symbology. Another channel we watch a lot, he has 2 channels, Minutes of Horror and Seconds of Horror. A very good channel, guys. He's very focused on bringing out stuff about the number 33 or the combinations of 3s and stuff, or breakdowns of 3. So he picks this out a lot and a lot of stuff, and numerology thing, guys, it's out there. It's right there in front of you. Speak on Toothless One. Yeah, but that's the things we found out, guys. So it's not a thing that I don't know where it started from now, but it's been around for decades, as we can see. So I don't know why it started up, but it is symbolic, it is satanic in its own essence. So take that with you, spread it around. Tell them what you learned here, guys, what you have been informed of. I don't know if you believe this or not, because I think it's right there. The evidence is right there if you look for it, and it's there. So spread this around. Tell your friends, your neighbors, your enemies. If you're on social media platforms, Facebook and all the others, share this information and let them know about it and everything like that. And invite them in to come and watch my YouTube channel, my videos, my live streams and stuff like that, and see if we can't build this channel back up and to what it used to be. At one time, guys, I had over 7,000 subscribers, and then YouTube took my channel away, and now I'm trying to get it back up. So your help is very important to me to try to get this back up, so I appreciate any help you get. Like I say, like, subscribe, share, and comment. That makes the channel grow. Other than that, guys, that's about all I got for this now. Oh, so that's it, guys. Y'all got anything? I'll give y'all about 1 minute to say something before I close out. 2 minutes. I want to say in one other thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk over again because I can't sit still. Guys, I've been smoking weed for over 50 years. And I realized something the other day. I started doing some research and everything, that I'm allergic to marijuana. Some of the symptoms is you're coughing a lot, you have a runny nose, runny eyes, ringing in your ears. Guys, this started when I started smoking weed. Oh, Brandy. Happy birthday, BD. Who's BD?
No, happy early birthday.
Oh, happy early.
Michelle.
Oh, okay.
That's Michelle.
Okay, Michelle.
I called her Michael.
Okay.
Michelle.
Michelle. I can't see nothing.
It's her birthday.
Anyway, guys, I started smoking weed over 50 years ago, and I found out recently that I'm freaking allergic to it. That's why I have a runny nose and runny eyes, ringing in ears, and coughing all the time. Is because I'm allergic to it. I thought it's just because it's bad weed making me cough so much, but no, I'm freaking allergic to the stuff. Of all things, guys, of all things. Anyway, that's about all I got, guys. I hope y'all have a good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all have a good day tomorrow and a better life tomorrow. And as always, guys, I always like to tell people this. The dispensary stuff, yeah, I guess it is the dispensary stuff. But guys, always try to do something nice for somebody tomorrow or at any time you get to, because it makes their world a little bit better, and it makes you feel a little bit better too inside, and elevates your positive influence on the world. If you feel good, you radiate good. So always radiate good, positive energy from you, and it's kind of catchy. Y'all have a good night. Later, taters. Thank you.